me, Allie. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a beautiful start to your day. I'm here today with another fall themed video. In today's video, I'm going to show you a bunch of different DIY pumpkin decorating ideas. This is actually a two-part video. In today's video, I'm going to show you 4 different DIY pumpkin decorating ideas, and in the next video, about 3 or 4 more. I tried to put them all into one video, but it ended up being like 15 minutes long, and I was only done shooting about 7 of the different pumpkins, so I figured it was just going to be way too long and I would cut it into 2 different parts. These are all super cheap to make and extremely easy, and they are, of course, all inspired by Pinterest. If you're interested in watching the second video, just stick around. It should be up on my channel within the next week or so. If you have any other additional questions or concerns, just ask in the comments below and I will try my hardest to get back to you as soon as possible. And without further ado, we're gonna get right into this video. For the Cinderella carriage pumpkin, all you're going to need is 1 sugar pumpkin. I got mine at my local grocery store for about $1, and you're also going to need 4 smaller pumpkins. They can be real pumpkins or they can be fake pumpkins. I'm using fake pumpkins that I got at the Dollar Tree. And you just want to start by painting everything white. It took me about 3 or 4 layers of painting it white to make it really opaque. So just paint 1 layer, allow it to dry for about 10 to 15 minutes, paint the next layer, and so on and so forth. On the last layer of paint, while the paint is still just a little bit tacky, you want to add on some glitter. Here I am using some iridescent glitter because it is not too bold, but it still gets the job done. Once everything is dried completely, it is time to assemble the carriage. What you want to do for this is take your smaller pumpkins and hot glue them onto the bottom of your larger pumpkin. The smaller pumpkins are acting as the wheels, so kind of just eyeball this and ask yourself, where would wheels lie on a carriage? And that's basically where you want to put your 4 smaller pumpkins. These final 2 steps are optional, but I wanted to add a couple more little princess touches to my carriage, so I took some rhinestones and I hot glued them into the center of the mini pumpkins, and then I took some glitter hairspray that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I basically just sprayed the entire pumpkin until it was really shiny and really sparkly and really bright. And here it is, my final Cinderella carriage pumpkin. I'm really happy with the end result. I really love how simplistic this pumpkin came out. Very, very simple, yet very, very beautiful. It kind of just makes me really happy every single time I look at it in my living room. It just reminds me of my love for Disney. I think this is the perfect pumpkin to make with kids or for any Disney kids at heart. This next pumpkin is probably the easiest and the cheapest out of all 4 that I'm showing you today. All you're going to need is 1 sugar pumpkin. Again, I got mine for $1 at my local grocery store, as well as a gauze wrap that I got at the Dollar Tree. All you want to do is hot glue a little dollop of hot glue onto the back of your pumpkin, then take your gauze wrap, place it right onto the back, press it down until the hot glue kind of hardens, and then all you want to do is wrap that gauze wrap all the way around your pumpkin until you get a really nice mummy effect. When you are satisfied with your design, add another little dollop of hot glue onto the back of your pumpkin, fold the gauze wrap back, and then press the gauze wrap directly into the hot glue until it hardens and is secured into place. At this point, it should look like a wrapped up pumpkin, but we want it to look like a mummy pumpkin. So basically all you want to do is take the gauze wrap, kind of squeeze them together or pull them and pull them together so that the gauze wrap becomes skinnier and you get more of a mummified look. And the very final step for completing this pumpkin is to take some white cardstock, cut out some circles, take a dark black marker and color in some darker circles right into the center. These are going to act as the eyes, and you just want to hot glue them right onto the mummy. And here he is, my spooky little cute mummy pumpkin. I think that this might be my favorite one out of the entire video. He's just so freaking cute. It only cost $2 to make. It was so much fun and extremely easy. You definitely have to give this one a go. For the paint splatter pumpkin, you're going to need a white base. You can paint the pumpkin as we did in the first DIY, or you could use the method that I prefer, which is just to spray paint the pumpkin. If you're going to spray paint your pumpkin, make sure to take it into a well-ventilated area and just add one layer of spray paint onto your pumpkin. It usually ends up drying very clean and very opaque. Once the paint is dried, typically about 10 to 15 minutes for spray paint, you just want to take some acrylic paint in the color or colors of your choice. I am using gold and silver, and you want to squeeze that paint onto a paintbrush and then use a flick of the wrist motion towards the pumpkin to add a splatter effect. And this is what my final paint splatter pumpkin looks like. I am obsessed with it. It looks like something that you buy out of Home Goods or Pier 1 Imports or Pottery Barn, and in reality, it really only cost me $1 single to make. I already had the spray paint and the acrylic paint at my house. If you don't have the spray paint or the acrylic paint, I highly suggest going to Michael's and buying it with a coupon because it will be dirt cheap. And the final pumpkin of this video is extremely self-explanatory. All you're going to need is a colorful pumpkin. I just painted mine blue. I did about 4 layers to make it really opaque. And then I took some press-on letters that I got at Walmart for $3, and I'm just pressing them onto my pumpkin with whatever saying that I want. I'm choosing to do boo with a little exclamation mark at the end. This next step is optional, but I just felt that the pumpkin was lacking a little something. I wasn't sure what that something was, so I decided to go in and repaint the stem white, and then I took some silver glitter and I poured it all over the paint while it was still a little bit tacky, and this definitely did the trick. I feel like it took this pumpkin from like a 7 to a solid 10. And this is what the final pumpkin of this video looks like. Like, seriously guys, how stinking cute is this little guy? I'm not trying to toot my own horn, I'm just really happy with the end result. I love how this pumpkin can be personalized. You can basically use whatever saying you like to make it your own. I chose boo because it's just very Halloween-esque, but you can really just have a lot of fun with this. This pumpkin was extremely cheap. I sound like a broken record, but basically every single pumpkin in this video was under $3 to make. Super cheap, super easy, and so much fun to make. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought in the comments below, and please